That's it for us, guys. Thank you guys for joining. Awesome Friday
We're
night.
not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about the YouTube beef.
Okay, so
Our...
do you want to talk about the YouTube? We could do
Hell
another 10
yeah.
minutes.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
So let me set it up. And Sachin, I don't know if you know about this, so you can comment if you want. Jeremy, Financial Education, big fan of this guy. He had a stock go bankrupt called Voyager, lost a lot of money. Another YouTube channel named Everything Money called him out and basically challenged him to a stock competition over the next 10 years to see who has better gains. It's like fun little YouTube beef going on. I think the macro discussion is growth investing versus value investing. A lot of the value investors are like, all the growth investors are screwed. All the speculative crypto investors are screwed right now, and they were right for the past couple of years. And the growth investors are like, yeah, but we made so much money on Tesla because you guys didn't get it. Even though we're down right now, eventually it'll get back to sort of the innovative times we had before. So, Chris, where do you kind of fall on the lines of this?
I'm Team Jeremy, bro. Screw that. At the end of the day, when it comes down to investing, there is a portion of investing that you have to take risks, right? If you want to do literally just this, like simple investing, like, dude, if you want a consistent 7% return, I can get you that. Believe it or not, that's not that hard. You can just invest to an index and that's it. Call it a day. A lot of the companies that Everything Money, even they admit for the last 5 years, we didn't make any money, where Jeremy outperformed them for 5 years. And then 1 year, Jeremy has a bad year. And it's like, oh, see, I told you so. Like, yeah, come on. You can't do that, And what's interesting is that while Jeremy's system of trying to pick winners, it's almost like maybe 1 out of 10 will be that exponential winner. That would end up outdoing a lot of the ones that Everything Money puts out. The other thing is Everything Money looks at the numbers too much without really looking at other things. Like every time I watch their channel, because I like to watch and see, everything is about their charts. Like, oh, this company did this much this year and they're projected to do this much this year, without looking at any products and saying, hey, you know what, this could be the next big thing. Like right now, Palantir, based on numbers, is not the company that you want to always just keep investing in. But you can see the future that they're actually going to be leaders in it. I had the same thing happen to me when I was thinking about investing in AMD. And this was like 5 years ago when AMD was trading at around $10 a share. I was looking at the numbers too much as opposed to looking at the leadership, looking at the intangibles out there. And I missed AMD because I was like, well, they're growing. They're not growing that much. They're not growing that fast. The numbers don't justify the valuation. They have a lot of debt, blah, 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 without looking at, hey, Lisa Su is actually coming up with a lot of great ideas for what AMD is trying to do and believing in the vision that she was putting out there. I'm not saying you should always only invest in companies based on a vision, but you should show, you need to have a little bit of, what's the word?
Balls.
A little bit of belief in that. You have to have balls in it. I mean, it's like Tom Brady, right? Everyone, if you look at Tom Brady during the combine, bro, he sucked. He was one of the worst that ever did in the combine. Guess what? He's got more Super Bowl rings than anyone in NFL history. What does that tell you? That means that there are certain things that are not just on paper or not on a balance sheet, even though you should always look at the balance sheet. You should always look at cash flow statements, all that good stuff. But then also look at some of the other intangibles. Look at some of the things that are happening in an industry. You look at right now, one of their biggest plays for the Everything Money guys was, we need to just keep buying BABA. Bro, they rode BABA from like 200, I think, or 200 or 300 plus, all the way down to like $80. And they were like, we just keep buying based on nothing but numbers, without looking at the other side of it, which was, you've got a goddamn company that's being run into the ground by a communist regime. All you're looking at is, well, look at their profitability. They're doing so good in terms of profit. Yeah, but there's so much execution risk. You guys are completely ignoring the fact that the Chinese could just come tomorrow and shut the entire company down, and you have no say in it.
It's also because they follow Munger religiously, and Munger loves BABA as well. So,
let me share something on that part. And guys, I think there's a lesson for all of us to and think about this. I'm someone like who's a director of an actual PEVC fund, so take it with a bit of salt as well. That see. What Jeremy has lost money, and these guys, everybody guys, they haven't made money for 5 years. in a way, it's only relevant that what lessons these guys have learned. So when you talk about the value investing or growth investing, when you start putting yourself to a kind of a branding, it's very easy to say that I invest like Warren Buffett and I invest like Charlie Munger. The fact is, guys, you can never invest like Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger. Can you go to Oxy and can you get a deal with Oxy that I am buying your stock and I will need an 8% dividend on top of it and I will get a convertible and this is the guy who is going to be the director for it? Can you do that? No. What people misread about Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, because they know people cannot invest like them, so they don't advise people to invest like them. They say a common investor should do this. They never say a common investor should do this because we are doing this. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions in value investing. And people say, oh, I am doing investing like Ben Graham. I'm investing like Warren Buffett. You cannot invest like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett shorted the puts on S&P that is 100-year dated to collect revenue for 100. Can you do that? You cannot do that. So what Warren Buffett is doing, you cannot do that part. You need to understand. And Warren Buffett understands this thing very well, that people cannot do what I am doing. So he says a common investor should do index fund. A common investor should do this because he knows that his statement can be misread. The second thing is, now when I look at these guys, and I've seen their channel a couple of times, to be honest, I mean, it's comical. It's funny to me. The way they
have you seen the recent video with them and Jeremy and then calling out Jeremy?
No, I haven't seen the recent video. To be fair, I mean, these guys are a waste of time. I mean, I know a lot of these people over my career who always having this kind of a sad story to say that, okay, everything is going down, you need to do this. And then once in a while when the market is down, they come up like a superhero. Okay, guys, you make money over a longer period of time. Okay, the second thing, okay, has Jeremy, in my opinion, made mistake in terms of pushing that company? Yeah, I mean, when you are on a big run, when you are hot, it is very easy to get overboard. What is more important is that now he has burned his hand, how he modifies and learns his lesson and apply that in his investing moving forward. Has Jeremy learned these lessons in past and has he improved his investing over the time? Yes. So Jeremy has shown growth mindset. Okay. There is no investor who don't make mistake. I mean, I was just talking about my story of Klarna. Everybody makes mistake. Everybody loses money. Okay. What matters is how collectively, as you have done over a longer period of time, and Jeremy still has a better track record than these guys. Okay. Past record is no guarantee of future performance. The only thing that matters is how they apply themselves. With these guys, I mean, again, I'm trying to judge them on the basis of YouTube because that's what you do when you put yourself on YouTube. People can judge you. Is these guys have not shown to me any indication that they can learn anything. They keep repeating the same thing again.
Well, Sachin, their argument, especially against the Tesla argument from Jeremy, is that it's fake and that Tesla is not real and that the past 2 years everything was fake. So when you say, oh, you guys didn't realize that you didn't understand the technology behind Tesla and all that stuff and you were wrong, they say they were not wrong. They say you were wrong for investing in hype. We stuck to a process. Our process will play out over time. You may get lucky once or twice. So how do you analyze sort of that argument coming from them in the rebuttal?
See, the performance is the only yardstick. Jeremy made money. These guys didn't make money. Okay, I mean, I can talk about investing for a long time. I do it with institutional investors. I do it with professionals. I reviews deals. I mean, last couple of months back, I was reviewing a Hollywood studio to invest. I was investing in the electric vehicle batteries. I was meeting with these people, CEOs sometime. I mean, you can talk about these things. That doesn't matter. The only thing matter is that you are investing to make money. Did you make money? Okay. Can you lose money in investing? Yes, you can lose money. If you are doing a high risk, high reward investing, you will. I mean, no one is going to make a lot of money without making mistakes. You learn from your mistakes and then you apply it. The challenge I have seen with these guys, see, there are tons of books. You can sound as intelligent as you like when you want to be. Okay, especially when you're recording on YouTube, you can even have a teleprompter in front of you. You can do whatever you want. That doesn't matter. The only thing matter is, did you make money or not? See, when somebody is down, there are two ways to look at it. The one way is that, yes, person, if you are running and you are overshooting, yeah, you will hit something. There will be hurdles out there. Can you bounce back? Can you plant yourself back and use and germinate yourself to actually come in kind of a growth scenario? And this is where the character matters. Okay, people get too much focused in investing over numbers, over charts. But guys, investing is 90% a mental game. When your stock goes from 45 to 6, I mean, how fast your heart is beating, that will tell you how good the investor you are.
For me,
if you need to,
oh, sorry.
So
go ahead.
in this particular case, I don't know like what's the investing philosophy Jeremy has. I don't know what's the black box these guys have, which runs the screener and all that. My assessment on Jeremy as a person, if I have to put my money, I will put my money on Jeremy. Okay, because for one simple thing, I see Jeremy as someone who can learn from his mistakes and who has potential to grow. These guys, they are dud, in my opinion. Okay, as a professional fund director, my opinion is this, that if they come and they say, this is our product, why don't you buy it or fund? I will not even allow them to enter in the office.
The other thing real quick, Chris, is they also he put out a video today saying they have lawyers that say they can't put out the exact stocks they're investing in.
And no, that's probably true.
No, but that's kind of, but you can't be a public YouTube channel with 154,000 subscribers and not tell us the stocks you're investing. I'm like, what the fuck? That's stupid. Like, Jeremy's actually out there putting his thing in public. Everyone can see it. I can't take you that seriously when you're like, oh, our lawyer, get the fuck out of here, lawyers. Like, you're going to be a public channel. You're not going to say what stocks you're investing in.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the disclosure rules are for them and whatnot, but I can. Every single YouTuber, I can tell you the
disclosure rule. When I go through it, this is what I do. I have to sign NDAs. I have to sign disclosure. I can tell you like what you can disclose and what you cannot. Okay, I mean like see, you cannot disclose things when there is conflict of interest. Okay, and until and unless there is a conflict of interest, I mean, I don't see any conflict of interest. I mean, I don't see that these people are even good enough that somebody will put them in a position to create that kind of conflict of interest by sharing any information.
Yeah, they're investing in public companies.
Like the only thing they are doing is they're trying to sell this stock screener all the time. Our stock screener says this and it identifies this company, and sometimes it's even making mistakes. I'm not even sure that even the background code is good. Okay, what is more important? I think this is what everyone has to understand. See, investing, you need to first check what is your risk appetite. If you do not have risk appetite, you have to cater your investing to whatever risk appetite you have. Okay, if Jeremy has lost money and Jeremy take it as a mistake, okay, I mean, has he made a wrong judgment call? In my opinion, yes. I mean, a lot of people who are going into crypto products, especially a lot of people have made mistakes in that part. I mean, crypto, despite all of its benefits, it was in a kind of a bubble. Okay, and there were a lot of things that was coming out of it. So investing in everything, in my opinion, what Jeremy has done is Jeremy was looking too many products. Okay, and why you look too many products? Because you try to look there, okay, what is the next big thing coming? So when you are looking for the next big thing, you will make mistakes sometimes. That's okay. Okay, does that mistake wipe you out? Okay, and again, YouTube people like us or like Jeremy or like I mean anyone like Matt, we are not gods. I mean, we are going to make mistakes. The question is, I saw another discussion. I mean, I saw the thumbnail of the discussion where one person was trying to criticize everybody else who went down with this Wiser thing. Guys, the thing is, it's very easy to criticize someone, and same for me, like it's easy for me to criticize for them. But the only thing going to matter is, are they going to perform? Are they going to share the information with you guys that, okay, this is what our portfolio looked like in 2022 June, and this is what it looks like, and this is audited by a third party. If you cannot do that, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, for me, when I watch any YouTube video, any YouTube creators, especially when they're putting out a stock saying, hey, I believe in this stock because of X, Y, and Z, I make my own judgment after that. If I'm convinced by what they're putting out, then that's something that I need to take responsibility for and that I need to invest in. Now, when it comes down to research, I see Jeremy's research being more valuable than what the Everything Money guys are doing. Everything Money is just literally putting a balance sheet on a screen and saying, look at their performance. And that's it. Like, bro, I could do that myself. I don't give a crap. Like, you think you're teaching me anything new by showing me a cash flow statement?
It's a process.
Or your screener is just showing like, oh, we only invest in companies with a PE under blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's great. Jeremy's actually saying like, hey, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're trying to open a new business like Planet 13. I love his commentary on Planet 13. I wouldn't invest in it, but I thought his commentary was great. The tattoo chef thing, because of Jeremy, I went out and actually tried some Tattoo Chef. I was like, yeah, I don't really like it. I don't like the product. You know what? Probably not going to invest in it, you know, regardless of whatever the other stuff is. So when it comes to a lot of companies, you have to be open to other people's ideas and use those ideas and see how good of a value that they can present it, right? And say, look, this is why I think it's going here. Ultimately, it's your finger that's going to press the buy or the sell button, right? So you have to make that conscious decision and follow, you know, or you could just do research on your own and just, you know, look through, I guess, the what do you call it? The internet, and scour the internet for yourself. These guys do provide some value in that. The other one that I want to talk about is the whole Chicken Genius and Sasha back and forth that was going on. I think the finance YouTube space is, I'm not a big fan of people sniping at each other or like what the hell is going on?
Gets the people going. It's a, you know,
no, bro. I don't think I could ever. I could peacefully disagree. Yeah, I could peacefully disagree.
Right now, someone, but, what is happening is that people are running in losses and it is hitting them. That's the thing. I mean, whatever people say, they need to learn like how to disassociate yourself from your investments. It's good or bad. That is very important. Okay. What is like when I see like between Chicken Genius and Sasha, I mean, I like both of them. But I think it went a bit overboard in this particular case. See, we can criticize things in general, but when we make it too personal, it is going to come back to you. And you know, another thing is that because today somebody has made mistake and you are picking on them, it doesn't mean tomorrow you will make mistake. You are not mistake proof either. Okay, everybody is going to make mistake. The question is, are we sharing the right lessons around it? See, right now market is red. People have lost a lot of money. A lot of people are running in pain because of margin. Okay, everybody is a bit edgy. Okay, I don't see like words like diamond hands, strong, and everything like it's kind of deceptive. This is the reality, guys. But this is what investing is. If you cannot stay on course in these times, okay. I remember in 2020, a lot of people were having. I was seeing their portfolios. Like a lot of friends might show them, and they have like 60 companies. I said, dude, how can you even monitor this 60 companies? Oh, I have a small position in that. And you know, people think it's very clever to say, oh, I have a small position in this to test it. Yeah, you build a small position in company if you're really researching about that company and you intend to build a large position. Or have a small position, I just put it on the side. No, this is bullshit. You don't do investing like that. This is gambling. If you see today, like a lot of stocks have gone up from the recent lows. So if you have a basket of stocks, or if you have 2-3 stocks, or if you have one stock, it doesn't matter. So why you want to have like so many stocks which you cannot follow? Instead, find 2-3 companies you really believe in that basket. You understand what they are doing, and you have an advantage over an average investor because of the industry and sector you are. Focus on that. Okay, stocks are not going to go from here 3x, 4x in 3 months. It's going to be a long journey. So if you cannot have patience at this particular point, I think it is going to be a very painful journey from here.